All right, Madusa.
Hey, what you used to, huh?
Fan favorite, gas station family. Give us an intro. Who are you? What are you doing? Where are you?
Okay, I'm clearly Madusa. Back to be 25 on the 25th, actually, so it's supposed to be my golden year or something of that line. Born and raised in Vegas, Aries gang, all that. Definitely a music head, I would say. Definitely music head, and started from poetry, so that's me.
Peace, everybody. I'm Queezythegod, born and raised in Las Vegas. A little bit about me, man. I put my soul into it, so hopefully it tap into yours.
My name elbow_350. You can say elbow 357. I say underscore because if you forget the underscore, you forget me. But I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I'm a lyricist, songwriter, whatever you want to paraphrase that. I kind of just perfected the lyrical aspect of music.
My name is Tyherbooo. I'm from West Las Vegas, and I'm just the GOAT. That's the music, that's me. I'm here.
Yeah, all right. What part of town you grew up on?
Vegas, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I went from Charleston, Durango to Cactus, all the way to Lake Mead and Jones. Like, that's usually my area. So, Granny live on Lake Mead and Jones. That's usually where I'm at. So I definitely seen all sides of Vegas.
What part of town you grew up
I grew up in the north and then moved to the east.
on? Okay. What part of the east? How was that growing up?
I feel like growing up in the north, I got my foundation. I grew up on Donna and Orr. And then my great grandmama stayed on Donna and Carey, or Donna and Bartlett. So it was great because I had 6 family members that lived on the same street. So I would walk home from school and then I would end up, going to play with my cousins or walking across the street to my grandpa's house or going down the street to my auntie house. So I feel like in the north, I got my foundation and understood what community and family and dependability meant, and then when I moved to the east, I stayed on Bonanza and Lamb. So, there I was able to branch out. I was able to experiment, go further, because when you're in the east, it's easy to get up to Hollywood or, go all the way down to, maybe by Boulder Station or even to go to Boulder City, right? It was just it opened up a whole nother avenue for me. And then that's kind of where I developed into an adolescent and an adult because those are where most of my years are. But even still, I still have relatives that stay in the north, so I just kind of go all over the place.
I'm not even gonna lie, this professionalism was built. Niggas was hella off balance. The city it'll make you or break you. Either you gonna be a man, you know what I'm saying? You could still hustle and go to school, or you could, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you wanna do, far as in the outlook of it, because I know people that just straight, that got businesses and wanna create things, so. Me, jack of all trades. A lot of people not like me. I wouldn't say I'm the golden nugget, but I just took a lot from everybody, you know what I'm saying? Not borrowed, just soulfully, People give you game all the time and people don't listen. And as a kid, it was a group of us, so they did think we listened. And in the long run, as they see I got to doing things that was out of the box to make my people that, you know what I'm saying, kind of all right, you know what I mean? It was they always was that boy a sponge. They just being a sponge, you know what I mean? Detroit crazy, but if you a sponge, bro, and you paying attention, you locked into yourself, your craft, you could, like I said, you ain't gotta be the toughest guy and all that. I believe that you can end up where I'm at today, which is new experiment. Vegas my second home now, so.
Yeah. So how has growing up in that influenced your music? That environment influenced your music, your lyrics, and how you just perceive creation or art in general?
Really, it's just it's how it influenced my music. Really, it just it give me a story to tell. So it give me stuff to pick and grab and put into my music, based off what I've been through, based off what I've seen coming up and what's been around me. It give me a lot to work with. So I'm gonna say that's how it influenced me to just make the music I make, be the best I could be.
All right.
How has rap and hip hop influenced my life? In every way, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like music to me is like my heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is deeper than just a beat that's always there, but that shit, you know, keeps you alive whether you tend to it or not. That shit is literally made to make sure that you survive. And I think that that's what, you know, music, especially rap, poetry, like everything like that really is embedded in me, because that shit, even if I've left it alone and everything, you know, they say, oh, calling, keep calling, like, I feel like that shit has kept me up, and that shit has, even on my lowest days when I had nothing else, I had my thoughts. That shit created all my lyrics and my bars. That's why every time people hear shit like, oh, that shit's so deep, like that's all I had, shit. Like, we made the most of it for sure.
I feel like rap was a religion growing up. I studied it. I was an introvert as a kid, so I played video games, I played music while I played video games, and I was able to dissect the music, you know, at a young age, like.
Our outlook of it, like, and it ain't like we got our own religion or nothing. It just more so like the glass. This is a trophy. Like this like where I'm from. This means something on a whole nother level. I mean, it means something to the world, of course, as far as that image. But like this trophy, this is a status. This it holds so much. You know what I mean? And I don't really get caught up in all that. You know what I mean? I just play it how I go. I play it how it's dealt. You know what I mean? I play the cards how they dealt. You know what I mean? For real. Don't overdo it.
When you start, how did you hear about the cookout?
My boy Gas, he was like, y'all coming to the cookout? Coming to the cookout? I think we was in a session or something. He was asking us was we gonna come. And I ain't really understand what it was until he really broke it down to me. I'm like, man, I do this on Instagram all day, so I might as well just come and do it to the people in my city. So, you know, I just had to come out and do my thing, you know.
Some gas, you know, I had to hear from you. Come on, like I seen the ads on Instagram. I'll be real with you. I saw the ads on Instagram, and I was like, oh, this seems like something that's super cool that they're doing. But like, I wasn't like so clicked into it. I was thinking, man, like, oh, you gotta get my job situated. I gotta woo, like, you know what I mean? Just coming up with shit just cause that perfectionist shit. Like, oh, if I don't tap in, then you know I feel like I'm doing something. But now when I got sent that, I had to like really take a step back. It was like, let's do it. Like, you know what I mean? If anytime somebody vouched for me or put me on there, I'm like, let's do it. I ain't got shit written. I got shit written now. Like, I was big on it, so I had to take the opportunity.
Yeah. How did you hear about the cookout?
Gas hit me, bro. You hit me. You was like, you know, I think it's time. I'm trying to quote you, so I'm paraphrasing, but it was like, I think it's time for you to get the recognition that you deserve, or something along those lines, because of conversations that we've had just about how much I put into the music and how the kind of effects that it gets, right? Like, I really respect your ears. So, you know, every time we go into a session, you say, hold on, the mix is good, but let me check the lyrics. Okay, yeah, we good. So, you know, I had to move some things around to make sure I got there, but it was a priority for sure.
Okay.
I heard about the cookout, and it was organic. That's what soaked me in. It wasn't like, you can go to any event. I used to go to the box. It wasn't no performances. I still say it wasn't no people. We was rapping to ourselves, no audience. So, you know, that was years ago, but I heard about y'all, and I'm like, yeah, organic, you know what I mean? And I seen it, and I wasn't impressed, but I was impressed. I was intrigued, so, you know, shit, real talk. It was. I was like, Salsa Verde, I'm there.
All right, and then what was, walking into the door, what was your first impression of the cookout?
That shit was fly. I remember walking in, and I low-key was already doing the most. I was walking, I didn't even know I had to get checked for ID and all that. So I'm walking, I'm almost halfway through the floor, and dude like, hey, can you, unless you're not drinking or nothing, can you come back, run it back real quick? So, it was cool. Like, I loved everything about it. I remember seeing like the merchandise set up, like all the lights was fly. Like, I was like, okay, it's already got its own aesthetic. Like, it's already got its own appeal to it. Come on. So when I walked in there, I said, all right, like, it really felt like the cookout. I felt like I was about to get a plate. I ain't gonna lie, but we was fed spiritually and some more shit. So it was hard. It was definitely hard.
It was like a different atmosphere. I didn't expect it to be no battle rappers. You know, I thought it was just gonna be like a bunch of artists, you know, spitting their hottest bars, but it was definitely a good experience walking in, seeing the different type of styles and different kind of flows, and everybody networking and being, so it was like it was like good. It was crazy. At first when I walked in, I was like, dang, it's a lot of people here. And then you see, dang near almost everybody in the crowd was rapping. So it was like, sheesh, like, I ain't expected to be that many people rapping and stuff. So it was crazy.
All right. Everybody at the cookout noticed, man, you had a different, you know, they could tell you wasn't necessarily from here.
Oh,
but
me?
You were definitely accepted in the Vegas manner. So
And I love y'all for that.
elaborating on that, right? You a top chef, invited to the cookout.
Right.
What's your special season? Like, what can people expect from you?
Salsa verde. No, look, all right, listen, real talk. I got a lot of seasonings. You ever heard of Grandma Recipe? If you just take her book, right? So listen to that. I'm a multitude of seasonings, bro. This is ridiculous. Like, and I'm not even a battle rapper, but like, a rapper is a rapper. The energy that I feel, I love it. It's like having that first blunt of the day or first meal of the day. You gonna use that syrup, right? I'm just saying, your syrup or something is going somewhere.
I would say balance. So, you know, when you go to the upper echelon restaurants and things like that, you may not get a big ass portion on your plate, right? But you might get a 5-course meal and it's thought out. They're put together because of how they complement each other. They're balanced in the sense to where you got the salty and the sweet, right? You got the or it could be spicy and sweet, whatever your palate dictates, but it's something to where you may not see it looking at the individual, but when you take a step back and get the perspective, you're like, man, like I'm full from these little bitty ass bites of food, but like the flavor profile so rich, the balance is there, the thought is there, the preparation was there. It is masterful.
My special, I would say it's gonna be more than marinade. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm more on the prep note. Like, I'm definitely more on that. Oh, they could tell you just took that shit right out the box and put that out. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell, like, I'm something to really sit with, to hold on to. You know what I mean? Something that's like, okay, she had that thing. You know, them steaks that be a couple of weeks old be a little different. And then you get them little Applebee's. Like, I think that's my biggest thing. I'm something to really sit with, to set in, to sleep in, like unavoidable, like just shit that make you come back and get the extra juice on the side. Like, I'm definitely the sauce you put on the rice, the extra juice. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be a boil, whether it be some anything, like, I'm definitely what you gonna mix your rice with for sure.
Man, for me, you better expect these metaphors is what you better expect, bro. They coming out of like anywhere, bro. I got some of the craziest punchlines. You'll be scratching your head listening to me like, God dang, where you get that from? How you think about that? Like, me, I can't really just drop the sauce on you, but it's just like, I'm big on metaphors and big on oohs and ahs, so like, that's just how it come. Like, any beat, any style, any battle, anything, just know it's finna be a show. It's finna be a show for sure.
All right. And what would you like to say to everybody who won't Tyherbooo?
You better lace your boots up and tie your crew up, because I'm coming for you. It don't matter where you come from, any angle, my plates is on, you feel me? I'm here. I'm there. All right. It's the one and only Tyherbooo, man. You know, I'm at the gas station, so make sure you like, subscribe, share, and support Sound Up Music, right? Sound Up Media. Make sure you do that, or we go come get you. You feel me? So yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I had to scare him a little bit.